Welcome, everybody, to another barrel-aged episode of Drunk with Buds podcast. Today, Bruce, the Beer Bandit's here on this snowy Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm going to introduce it. The first episode I'm thinking about doing is one of the first times we had a brewery work with us, and they sent us a bunch of their brews. Sunny Sherman, Texas. 903 Brewers with Jeremy Roberts, the owner. He was a great guest, and we tried a bunch of his stuff. So I can't wait till you guys all get to listen to it. Just want to remind everybody, if you want really good brews in the local in the Michiana area, you want to go to Hop Station in Union Street, Mishawaka for great food, music, atmosphere, and say hi to Casey for us and DJ. Or you can go up to Niles, Michigan, to the Niles Brewing Company right there in downtown Niles, Michigan, with good food, good beers, and say hi to our good friend Brandon Townsley. These are the best places to go. They help us out. Why don't you help them out and have some stuff? We're going to be there on December 1st, recording live. Now, let's get to the show.
Yeah, we're drinking just because. Let's get drunk with Bud again. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Let's get drunk with Bud again. Yeah, we're drinking just because. Let's get drunk with Buds again.
Welcome, everybody, to Drunk with Buds, a show about trying new beers with some friends and having discussions you would normally have at a bar. As always, we get our beer information from the Untapped app. That's UNTAPPD. You can now follow us and the show on there at Drunk with Buds.
That's true. Also, guys, check out the Tavor app on your Apple or Android device and try new beers across 47 different states. Build your own custom box of the craft beers you'll love or enroll in a subscription and they'll automatically snag the highest rated beers that suit your taste. No minimums or commitments. Get your hand-picked beer delivered right to your doorstep for a flat fee. Yep, any amount of beer. Or ship for free with a subscription. And for being a first-time user, you can use our promo code DRUNKWITHBUDS to get $10 off your first order of $25 or more. Bruce the Beer Bandit uses Tavor to get our beers for the show, so you know it's legit. That's promo code DRUNKWITHBUDS for $10 off your first order of $25 or more.
That's a really great deal. All right, let's get the show started. I am Tony Two Tones. As always, I am here with the man to my left, Honer.
Hello, everyone. That's me, Honer, here.
Okay, that was it. And the guy who always sits in front of me. I had to get a look into his pretty green or blue or eyes.
Blue eyes. They're gray like his face.
Gray like his facial hair. The bandit, Bruce.
That's me, Bruce the Beer Bandit.
The Buds phone.
Answer it.
I've got it. Hello, you're on Drunk with Buds.
Hey, this is Jeremy from 903 Brewers in Sherman, Texas.
Hey, welcome to the show, Jeremy, the brewmeister of 903 Brewers, a favorite of our show. Calling us from Sherman, Texas, as you said. That's awesome. I am Bruce, the Beer Bandit.
I am Tony Two Tones.
I am Honer.
Good to meet you, man. Good to meet you. Are you excited about being on the show?
I'm really excited about being on the show.
Great. I'm so glad we were able to get this all situated so we can have you on the show and enjoy your beers. We really love them.
Yes, let me get this out of the way real quick. I love the peach slushy. I praise that one almost like every show. It's one of my favorite beers I've ever had.
Awesome. I love to hear that.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't like it as much as he does, but it's 4 out of 5 on the Untapped scale. I really like it.
I have a shrine of it in my room.
So, Jeremy, tell me a little bit of the story of how you got started making 903 Brewers.
So my wife and I, we had a financial coaching company. We started in 2002. And I didn't have a hobby. And so it was around 2007, 2008. I guess into 2007, first 2008, I had gotten a homebrew kit that I hadn't even opened yet. I just said, let's put this thing to use. I need a hobby. So I started homebrewing, and then I didn't really touch it again. And then it was in 2010 I fell in love with brewing. And, from that point on, the rest is history. We opened 903 Brewers in 2013. And we started, a lot of people don't realize this, we started really small. I started brewing on a barrel and a half system. I was brewing 3 batches a day, 7 days a week, just to keep the beer for the tap room. And, here we are 7 years later. We've upgraded to a 30-barrel brew house with distribution in 5 different states. And, love being with Tavor, however you pronounce it. And they've really helped get our beers all across the country. And it's really neat on Untapped seeing it, which checked in other parts of the world. I just never thought we'd have grown this fast, this quick. So it's pretty amazing from the story for me making my first batch into the garage to, here we are brewing in this big facility.
That's a pretty good story. And it's
That's awesome.
Like a little side venture.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. So you didn't always want to start a brewery. It was just a hobby that grew into a passion.
Well, really in 2010 when I started home brewing and really started taking it serious, my wife and I with our business at the time, we traveled the country. We'd always find ourselves at the end of the day, we'd want to go to a brewery. And, the stories were all cool. This is in an old warehouse district and, this brewery opened up and it just really revitalized the neighborhood and other businesses and other people came in and redid homes. And it was just like everywhere we went, it was the same story. Well, my wife and I, we're both from Sherman, which is just a small town in North Texas. And we found this old, rundown, abandoned warehouse, and we started the brewery in it. And it's really cool because we've done what everyone else has done. There was meth labs all around us. It was scary even pulling up to the brewery. But now you pull in, there's townhomes being built, and people are taking these old houses that were built in the late 1800s and revitalizing them, and restaurants in the neighborhood. So it's really cool to see, 10, 11 years ago, what we were doing when we were visiting breweries. And then here we took the same thing, made it in our town and reduplicated it and really revitalized this old rundown warehouse that we're currently in.
No, that's amazing. You guys made the community bloom over there. It sounds like that's awesome. I love hearing that.
It sounds like a reverse bar rescue. Instead of someone coming in and rescuing a bar, the bar is rescuing the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is just within the last year, these townhomes started being built up around us, and we have customers that that come in from other parts of the country just to see us, or they come right down Highway 75, which is a major highway here in Texas, by Texas, Oklahoma. And it's so funny. People pull in, they're like, I thought I was in the wrong area. There's all these new houses around you now. And I'm like, I know it's pretty crazy. And so the neighbors love us. Like today is our Oktoberfest celebration, and we got band out there. And so people from the neighborhoods are starting to pour out, coming into the brewery and eating lunch and hanging out and just enjoying this beautiful weather.
So is this a Oktoberfest thing, or just a one-day thing, or is it all weekend?
It's one day that we're putting it on. We're actually usually do our Oktoberfest the 1st of September. But because of COVID and everything else going on, Texas just updated it from where we could be at 50% capacity to 75% capacity. And we have a huge, a big, really outdoor beer garden.
Oh,
and
that's
so
awesome.
we decided, hey, let's push it, just a little bit into the fall where the weather's cooler so that more people would want to be outside. And it's an absolutely gorgeous day right now in Texas. I think the high's going to be in the mid-70s, sunny, no wind. So we don't get too many days like this, so we're going to enjoy it.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys deserve it. So tell us about your beer styles. What's your favorite, and what are the first beers you had and made, if you can remember that? I know it's probably been a while.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember it. So, one of the first beers that I home brewed, was a brown ale. And that kind of got me excited and into the darker beers. So, my favorite style is stout. Higher the ABV, the better. We have a beer called Sasquatch, and it's our Imperial Chocolate Milk Stout, 10.5%. And in 2015, we won a silver medal at the Great American Beer Festival with it.
Nice.
And it really put us on the map. We've medaled with that beer at the U.S. Open Beer Championship the last 5 years, and in 2017, it was rated one of the top stouts brewed in America, which I take a lot of pride in because that's my favorite style of beer, is a stout. But we didn't start out with that beer because Sherman is a really, nobody knew what craft beer was. Their mind, craft beer was Blue Moon, right? That was it. So, which is fine. That's, in in 2004, that's kind of where I started, and that's where it's our job to introduce our community to what craft beer is. So when we first opened, we started with 2 beers, which is really funny because that's all we had on our tap wall. We had the Chosen One, which is a cream ale, and we actually add toasted coconut into with the beer. And then we had a red ale, and we named it Roos, ROOS, Roos Red Ale, after we have a college here called Austin College, and their mascot's the kangaroo. So we named it after them, just kind of ties to the community. And we quickly learned that, an amber or red ale is not a favorite in this area. And so we quit making that beer, but the Chosen One, our coconut cream ale, really has stayed around. And it's been a mainstay for us here at the brewery. And then that's kind of what introduced our customers to Adjunct. What's crazy is my business plan was we're going to brew 4 beers a year. That's it, and maybe 2 seasonals. And we're on pace this year to do 100 different beers.
Jeez.
So,
Wow.
our business plan has definitely changed, but we've introduced our customers to different beers. And it's really cool to see the customer who came in asking in our brewery for Coors Light is now drinking our barrel-aged stout.
Ooh,
We've done our job.
that's a difference for sure.
That's pretty much what we
so-
do here in the podcast. Is we're trying to get our listeners to try different styles of beers all over the country.
That's what it's about. We don't make fun of people when they ask for that, or we see some people drinking a Miller Lite. We just say, hey, there's better beer out there for that.
There is better
You've
beer
got
out
to
there.
find it, right? You've got to
Yep.
branch out. People are very loyal to beer and their brand, and so it's our job to introduce them and convert them, and we have a good time doing that.
I also think that a lot of people get confused and they think all craft beers are IPAs, because that's what I used to think, and I really hate IPAs.
Except for
Well-
doubles.
If you come to our brewery, it's so funny because we have 9 beers on our tap wall, and then but we usually have around 20 to 25 different beers available, either in cans or bottles. But we will only have 1 IPA on our tap wall. That's it. And
Oh,
people
bless.
come in and they're like amazed. They're like, "We love this place because you don't have 10 IPAs on your tap wall." We're like, "Not our beer. It's not it's not who 903 is."
Yeah,
and
thank
so,
God.
But there's breweries all around us that make fabulous IPAs, and if that's what you're looking for, we
Right.
just pass you on down the road to those.
Yeah, get up out of here.
Right.
Do you have any influences, like other breweries influenced you, or a mentor that kind of helped you along your way when you were like still starting out?
It's so funny because there's a lot of people that want to help you, and then there's a lot of people that they feel like it's their secret, so they don't tell people, the way that they brew or do things. And so, what we've done is, we were part of the local Brewers Guild, and then we're also, part of the Texas Brewers Guild, and then with the Brewers Association. And there's so much information online that you can get. But, the best way that you can really learn is trial and error. And, I always remember this is, how the story, what I've been told is how the chocolate chip cookie was created is created by mistake. And so, us as brewers, and, especially here at 903, is we say, hey, look, there's more than one way to do things. So just because this is the way people have been brewing for 100 years, let's try new ways. Let's try new things. Let's push the limit. And so we've done that. We've made a million mistakes, but we've also had some of those that we're glad that we did it because it turned out to be a huge success for it. But the older that we've gotten, being 7 years old, there's a lot of breweries that reached out to us for help, and, we've given them advice. And then what's really cool is, within the last couple of years, those breweries have grown, and, we've had to reach out to them for advice. And so, it's a really good community, especially here in North Texas, where we kind of all help each other. But at the same time, it's cool because, we're pushing the limits. And I'm not just saying me, but us as breweries here in Texas on what people say can't be done and really making things happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So around for your beers, Tavour is a big distributor, but are there any other ways to get your beers besides Tavour?
So right now we're in Texas, we're in Oklahoma, we're in Kansas. You can also find our beers as of last month in Arizona, and probably by the by December will be in California. So we're just kind of slowly getting into other states, and we're focusing more on our specialty stuff. So not like it's going to be single cans, no 6-packs, no 4-packs, just really specialty stuff that hit a lot of the specialty craft stores. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to get.
Right.
But, Tabor is probably the best source to get if they deliver to your state to get access to our beer. But what we hear a lot is that by the time they get the email, they go and check, and the beer's already sold out.
It is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, it makes us feel good because we send them a lot of beer, a whole lot of beer. So it makes me feel good to hear that.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of wanted beer.
If you're going to be in California, you should look up Craft Shack. They are a beer delivery service that focuses on beers that they purchase in California. So you might be able to work with them on that, and then Craft Shack is nationwide.
Awesome. Well, I wrote that down. I'll definitely reach out to those guys.
Heck yeah. So as you know, we have 5 beers from you guys. Can you tell us about and how you came up with the idea of the beers? For the first one, we have Rum Runner Slushy.
Mm-hmm. So, part of our slushy series and, some of the beers that we're going to be trying today and talking about, a few of them are part of our summer cocktail series. And so, what we have found is there's a lot of people who just don't like to taste the beer. I hear that over and over and over. And so what I told them is you just got to find a beer that you try it, you'll find a beer that you'll like. And, people just said, no, it's not going to happen. These slushies have been a game changer for us and for that. So, Rum Runner, I think we've got almost 4 or 5 different fruits: banana, blackberry, orange, cherry, pineapple. And so this one was actually a Goza base, 6.2% alcohol. And basically what we do is we take our Goza and then we just add a ton of banana, blackberry, orange, cherry, and pineapple puree. And basically blending it together, what we were trying to do and our end goal was to make it like the cocktail rum runner. Yeah, so, the Rum Runner, that's how we came up with it. We took those 5 fruits and we blended it together with it, and it gives it this nice, thick, and so people ask, a common question is, on these slushy series, are you supposed to freeze them? Absolutely not. They're meant to be, to come straight out of your fridge. The beer should be around, 40 to 42 degrees, and, pour it into a glass and look at this crazy color and all this texture, and really just enjoy this beer. And so the reason why I call it the slushy is because it's thick, different than any other beer that we've ever had or created. And but that Rum Runner was one of the first that we released of our cocktail series slushies, and it's been a huge crowd favorite for it, and absolutely love it. So I'm glad you guys were actually able to get some.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, can you tell us about the triple berry slushy?
Yeah, the triple berry. So this one is with blueberry, raspberry, blackberry. And then what we've done, especially with those fruits, is there's the color, how the thickness. And what we found and what we've learned whenever we brewed these slushies is, for example, like pineapple and orange, it's really basically just juice. And so there's no really kind of thickness to that fruit. However, with a blueberry, raspberry, and blackberry, it is thick, it's pulpy. I mean, it when you pour it into a glass, you're like, what is going on here? So what we decided to do is kind of to balance it out, and so it's not so like tart or sour. We've added vanilla beans to this one, to the triple berry, and then we also added lactose to this one, and it just kind of really helps balance all 3 of those fruits out with that beer. And man, the way that vanilla, the Madagascar vanilla beans that we use on that beer, just at the end, you get on the finish, the vanilla flavor is absolutely amazing. However, this triple berry slushy, it is the most prettiest beer in out of the slushies that we have when we pour it into a glass, and how thick it is. It's crazy, and I'm excited for you guys to try this.
Yeah, my mouth is watering
Yeah,
from all
that's
that.
awesome.
All those ingredients right there.
I can't wait to try that one.
Now, one of the ones I picked up from Tavor was the trash can punch. Tell me about that.
So, and we kind of have, brainstorming and having fun in our production meetings. One of the beer or one of the drinks that we would have in high school was trash can punch, right? And if you've never made it, it's disgusting to drink. As I'm 41 years old now, I don't want to make that cocktail. However, it brings you back to being younger. And so what we did is basically in that one, it's pineapple, it's blood orange, passion fruit, apricot, sweet cherry, and mixing it all together. And our production team absolutely nailed it with this beer. This tastes exactly like trash can punch.
Oh man.
However, when you pour this beer into a glass, it's the ugliest beer you're ever going to see. I mean, it's all those fruits all mixed together. It just looks disgusting.
Does it come out chunky?
It's not so much because it's got pineapple, the sweet cherries, passion fruits. The blood orange isn't very pulpy.
Okay.
But it's just like a crazy color. It's almost like you went through the tap wall and did poured every beer in it together, and that's the color it looks. And
Yeah.
The old suicide.
Oh my.
yeah, the untapped ratings are, if you'll read them, that's what they say. The beer is ugly, but it's delicious. But we've actually released more of Trash Can Punch slushy than any other slushy we've done. It is a big crowd favorite, and like a lot of the ones that especially you guys got in the lineup are by far our most popular ones. So I'm glad for you to try a lot of them.
Great. That's great.
I'm very excited. For the fourth one, we have Painkiller.
Yes. So Painkiller, the cocktail, right? So we kind of gotten a little bit of trouble with the name Painkiller, and so we're actually getting ready to package this beer again next month, and are having to change the name because the TTB, which is the feds that regulate our beers and our names,
Yeah.
said that it's false advertising calling a drink a painkiller. And I'm like, well, we're not saying it's going to kill the pain. That's the name of the cocktail, right? So, but anyway, this one, it's got pineapple, it's got orange and coconut. And I wish I probably should pull it up how they came with the name of the cocktail. Some island, I can't remember where the cocktail was created. Well, what's funny is there were some people that were in Dallas, and they happened to come up to the brewery. Well, they're from whatever island it was where where the Painkiller was created, and they were like, "Holy crap! Like you nailed this beer. It tastes just like what we get there." And they were like, "If there's any way you could get distribution there, you would sell the heck out of this beer." And I'm like, "Well, maybe one day." But it is phenomenal. So, like the pineapple is kind of overpowering, and the orange is there. But what's amazing, and because we've used so much coconut, and as you can see, we have a lot of coconut in our beers.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the way that we do coconut is we get fresh, shredded coconut, and then we recirc the beer on the coconut for 72 hours. And coconut is just, if you eat it, it doesn't taste good. Well, what we're trying to do is pull the coconut flavor from it. And so by recircing this beer on it for 72 hours through a tank, through a pump, it just pulls it and it finishes with this coconut flavor. And it's just perfect with those two fruits. And I'm excited to hear what you guys think about this beer.
So that sounds amazing. But can I ask, what are you going to change the name to?
Yep. So we're going to change the name to Island Time. Because, a lot of times when you go to an island and you're on vacation, you're on island time, which means it's always 5 o'clock. And it's always time to drink.
Well, I was going to say maybe you should just buy a boat and then hire me. I'm the bandit. I run over state lines, and I'll just smuggle the beers into that island for you.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
You don't have to do that.
All right, so the fifth and final beer we have is the Chupacabra 2.0.
Which I'm glad you got this beer. We've been brewing stouts for 7 years, and in my opinion, take it for what it's worth, this is the best stout we've ever released. And so Chupacabra, kind of like with the Sasquatch, we do a lot of these, mythical creature style for the beers. So if you know what a Chupacabra is, it's kind of like a Sasquatch version of a kind of a big wild animal that no one's ever really seen. But Chupacabra 2.0, we lowered the ABV a little bit. The first one was a little over 13%. I believe this one's 11.7. Let me double check that. It's right here on my can. 11.76 ABV. So we lowered it so there's a little bit more residual sugar in the beer. It's a little sweeter. And so on this one, on all of our reserve series, they're all oak age. And so basically what we do is we actually add oak spirals during fermentation. So when the yeast is eating the sugar and converting it into alcohol, it's just going crazy. It's a big party in that tank. So we actually add the oak spirals in it during that, which that beer is just pulling all the flavor from the oak spirals. Now, these oak spirals that we added into Chupacabra Batch 2 was soaked on spiced rum. And what we were wanting to do is kind of almost going with it being a summer beer, kind of having that cocktail-inspired stout with it, flavor with it. So we added cinnamon, brown sugar, and then we recirced this beer on coconut for 72 hours. And so it really, it's a dangerous beer. It doesn't taste 11.7% alcohol.
I'm really.
It is amazing. It is. I'm really excited you guys got it. Now, here's one thing we get beat up for in our stouts. Is our stouts are thin. So they're not thick and chewy. And so a lot of people say, I wish your beers were a little bit thicker. Here's why I don't make my stouts thicker, is I'm a beer drinker. I love drinking beer. I love drinking a lot of beer. If I make my stouts thick, you're one and done. Like this beer right here, when I was on vacation a few weeks ago in Colorado, I took 4 of them with me, and I drank 4 in one night. And these are 16 ounce, but they're thin. They don't fill me up. I'm not weighed down. But I would just say this: I was a little slow getting up the next morning.
Hey, that's a good. This is a good reason actually to keep them thin, because I do get kind of full on some stouts.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I like that concept because, like you said, we like to drink beer, and you don't want to get full off one beer and then be done. You like to enjoy and have maybe more than you should.
Yeah, we don't like those chunky beers.
Well, that's the thing, I allow people to bring other beers to the brewery, and I hang out in my tap room on Saturday, and we do beer shares, and I want to try other beers, and I'm not a big beer trader. Matter of fact, I don't even do it at all. But a lot of the stouts that I get from other parts of the country and world that are super thick, I can only drink a little bit of, and they're just like so filling. But with ours, I want you to have more than just one. And if they're thinner, then you can do that. And you'll see it today whenever you get to try Chupacabra Batch 2.
Awesome. So what order would you recommend that we drink these beers in then?
I'm going to say out of the gate, I would probably do the Rum Runner first, Trash Can second, Painkiller third, Triple Berry fourth, and then finish up with the Chupacabra Batch 2 at the end.
Okay. Well, then we shall do that.
Yep.
That's the order we shall do it in.
Now, we can't wait to try these today, and we want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us and hope to speak with you again soon. I also wanted to thank Natalie from 903 as well. She's been really great in facilitating us getting this interview all set up.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's the, not only my wife, but she's the mom of the brewery. She runs it. She's the one who makes everything happen.
Is there anything you wish to promote? An upcoming event or beer? I mean, the Oktoberfest will be over with by the time this airs.
Yeah, so next month in November is where we really start getting into our stouts and porter season. We're going to release our pecan porter, and then we do our pecan porter reserve. And then at the end of November, Sasquatch, he turns 7. So we're going to be kicking off November with Birthday Sasquatch, which we just brewed this last week, and we brew it with chocolate fudge and toasted marshmallow. So we're going to have to try to get you guys some of that. It's an amazing beer.
Are you guys going to have a Sasquatch mascot?
We do have a Sasquatch mascot.
Awesome.
I knew it. I knew you would. I knew you would, Jeremy.
We do have a Sasquatch mascot, and man, I'm disappointed. There's no Great American Beer Festival this year. This would have been our 8th year to get to go and pour beer at it. We love it, but October 16th, which is on a Friday, 4 o'clock Central Time, Brewers Association is going to be doing the award ceremony online. So we've got 10 beers entered in it this year. We've won 2 medals in the 7 years we've been going. So we hope that we can medal again this year. It'd sure make 2020 a better year for us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I bet.
Good luck on that.
You have any social media platforms that we can plug for you?
Yes, we are very active on Instagram at 903 Brewers and on Facebook. And so if you ever are looking for a beer or have a question, shoot us a message. We've got 3 great people that are here in the office. That's all they do is just work on social media and answer people's questions for them. We're not very active on Twitter. but you can always find us on Instagram at 903 Brewers or Facebook at 903 Brewers as well.
That's great. Thank you for calling, and I hope to hear from you soon. And I'll speak to you in the future about getting you the episode.
Awesome. Thanks. And you guys be safe. Y'all need anything, just reach out to Nally or I.
All right. Thank
We
you.
will.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Bye. Man, that was awesome. Random ass phone calls just coming through the airwaves.
I know, Jeremy, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, let's jump into it. The first beer from his recommendations, Rum Runner.
Rum Runner. So it's from 903 Brewers, which was Jeremy, who just called us randomly. 6.1% ABV. This chair.
Oh, he busted the chair.
Chair.
AIBU. Style guide says it's a sour fruity ghost, banana, blackberry, orange, cherry, and pineapple smoothie style ghost ale. Banana, pineapple, tropical, sweet, and orange. Total of 546 check-ins. 488, and 3.94 is the average.
It smells like a smoothie.
It does smell pretty good. How about you, Phil?
And just so you guys know, we have not started drinking yet. So
Steve S. says, lot of weird, indescribable fruit flavor. 5 fruits in it. Good, but weird.
it is good
You know what?
and weird.
It kicks you. It kind of just there.
It does taste like a smoothie, like a blended
Yeah.
smoothie.
It's got a little bit like it tastes like I don't know if it's carbonation, but or it's probably acidic from the fruits.
So we should blend it or freeze it, right?
No. But
It's a smoothie. We should or a slushy. We should freeze it.
that banana, the aftertaste is very banana.
Very banana-y. I don't taste the coconut. He says everything's with coconut, right?
A lot of them.
Most of them. I don't know about all of them.
Is there a little coconut, little cream thing they do?
It's very sippable. I like you drink it and you're like, oh, that tastes good, and you want to
You just want to keep taking
keep drinking
little
it.
sips. You don't want to take a full
It
drink.
makes me miss the peach. Like, this is good. It's kind of up there with the peach because of just like the flavor is slushy, very slushy, and it's like not too thick, but it's like nicely done.
Yeah, the bananas there. I don't know if I get the pineapple.
I tasted it. It's like the first thing you taste.
Yep, right before you swallow.
Right? No, right. Once you take a sip, I don't taste the blackberries. I taste a hint of the orange. I think the cherry and the blackberries get mixed in there. I don't really taste those. So it's very pineapple, banana, and slight orange is what I'm tasting.
Yeah, I concur. I could taste all. I could taste all the individual fruits, and I think it blends quite well. I want to like it more. I just feel like it hits a ceiling pretty quick. But it's very
just
drinkable.
there. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I keep drinking it because I don't know. I know it's not bad,
But
I
it's
don't
just
know, I
gonna-
don't know if it's good or if it's just okay.
I think it's good. It's definitely not. It's definitely not great. But I feel like if it was hotter today, you know,
Yeah.
the
I should've turned-
situation might be a little bit
I should have
different.
turned the AC off. Gets all hot and saunaed in here. So we can start feeling
Hot
it.
in my flannel.
So I think I didn't really have any high hopes on any of these because I didn't really know exactly which ones we were doing. But the triple berry slushy later sounds good though, that he was talking about.
Yeah,
I think that one might be the one I'm excited for.
the one he talked up. That's when he was really impressed that we
Yeah.
had, and the chupacabra.
Yeah. But I agree that this one definitely hits a ceiling. It's just there. That's all it is. It's there. It's a drinkable thing, but yeah, I don't think I would constantly just buy. Like he says, they're going to serve them as like single cans. So if I saw these, I don't think I would snatch it up as like.
A 6-pack or anything.
No, I don't think. No, you can't. He said.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. So if
Yeah, part of their cocktail
Yeah.
series. So you're ordering a cocktail. You know,
Yeah.
like a one off kind of thing.
as a cocktail, yeah, I guess I can see it, man. But yeah, it's all right. It's just there for me.
Let's get into our first segment. I guess I have a new intro, so let's hear it.
Pop culture.
With me.
Uh-oh.
Vin Diesel released what I call a banger
I believe so.
for the 1 week.
I agree. It was a banger.
It was at least a 1 week banger. Everybody was singing it. Everyone for sure thought he was going to turn the whole world around 2020 was going to be completely different because of this song.
Yes, he definitely turned around the year 2020. It is now 0202.
Yep. 0202.
0202.
Turned it around, dog. I agree that this motherfucker just randomly came out and he banged the whole year out into a mold of fire.
Yeah. Did you liked it then, right?
I did like it. When I first heard it, because Brian was like, hey, Vin Diesel, he shared it to me randomly.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was a song called Vin Diesel. But then it went and it says, Vin Diesel, Feel Like I Do. And I listened to it and I was like, dude, this is actually pretty decent for what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of catchy. But also, it's funny because on Spotify, it was less than 1,000 when I first heard it.
Yeah.
Now it's over 1 million
Jeez.
on there.
It is exactly what you think it is. It's Vin Diesel singing a song.
Is it singing though? I mean,
It's
I
not
feel like in the
singing,
beginning,
singing.
like he's kind of like spoken word.
Yeah.
a little
But I
bit.
knew he was going to do something the week of because I follow him on Twitter and he tweeted about doing something with Kygo and he can't wait. So I knew he was going to have something come out.
Oh, so he's been planning this? I
Yeah, it
haven't
was
really
like the week before the week it released. He tweeted something about working with Kygo, and
I didn't even
Kygo's
see
a
that.
producer who actually has a lot of hits.
Okay.
So it's not one of Kygo's best productions, but I really do like it. It's a song I think you probably should put in a playlist and
Yeah.
road trip, goofing off with the boys.
Because once it comes on, it just makes you happy.
You just kind of want to dance.
Yeah, because
It
like
makes me
this
wanna-
is Vin Diesel. He really coming out like this. Okay.
For anybody that knows me, this makes me want to do my airplane dance every time
He really looks like an airplane when he does it.
I fucking turn into a jet and I fly away.
And he flies off. I never see him again.
Going back to this beer for a second, I'm starting to get more of the rum taste. As I'm
Probably
drinking
after
it.
everything's settling.
Yeah,
I'm starting to taste-
like it a little bit more.
I'm starting to get like a little bit more of the oranges coming out as it settles.
We're starting to like this beer.
Wow, this is the best thing I've ever had.
I do like on the can, they do the same thing as Urban Artifact. It says, keep this beer cold, turn over once before serving. So it tells you to turn it upside down.
Okay, yeah. So we turned it upside down, except for Bruce didn't. But he warned us because he's like, I didn't do that, so do it. And I said, okay, Bruce, I will.
I did it. I didn't know what they were talking about at first, but now I know.
Because Bruce was he said, yeah, give it the Urban Artifact.
Do the
thing.
Urban Artifact. So,
And then Tones puts it next to my face and about to open it like
because
it's
I thought
about
it was going to
spray.
explode. Because didn't the last one explode?
But it wasn't Urban
Yeah,
Artifact.
that wasn't Urban
Remember
Artifact.
what it was?
Idiot.
That's Ninja versus Unicorn.
Dumb fuck.
Ninjas and unicorns. Anyways, Captain America, they're going to recast him for a cameo on WandaVision.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that has to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not set in stone, but they're talking about John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Did you see that face app swap that they did with him? And
But the thing is, though, I think with that, and I see you have Tom Cruise also.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise and John Krasinski are going to be in the Doctor Strange movie, not the WandaVision.
I've heard it's first,
I've
first
heard it's-
appearing in WandaVision.
And then, so to get you ready
yeah,
for
to get ready for the show.
See, okay, so that's pretty badass though that they're actually like making the TV shows blend in with the movies instead of like kind of keeping them just over
Right.
there.
Make it
But it's
all
like they're
one.
actually using their universe as
Yes.
a TV show. That's badass.
Yeah, Feige says you have to if you want to be 100% inclusive to what's
wanna
going
watch
on,
the
you
shows.
have to watch the shows.
That's awesome because that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to have a world that's connected. DC on CW, they don't connect anything. That all that's there, that's their universe.
Well, that's because the Warner Brothers
yeah.
doesn't want the CW shows to connect.
I like that
That's
they connect
stupid. They
because
have a
then
lot.
the
That's
shows are weekly things that they could put out production real quick. So they do the little battles, but then you have the movies set up for like a Thanos battle or
Yeah,
the
or
bigger-
like characters that are
Yes.
introduced in the shows. Then you show them in there, like, oh, I remember
Yeah,
him.
you could develop the character through the TV show.
That reminds me of in the last Star Wars movie, they did that. Remember with Mandalorian, where you started finding out how you can heal people with the Force.
Yeah.
Then they threw that into the new movie. They're like, oh, she can heal people now. When the fuck could she do that?
Right.
Watch the Mandalorian, you would know that.
You
Yeah.
don't even just watch the Mandalorian. Period.
Yeah, watch
That's
the
fucking
Mandalorian.
awesome.
Skip the whole Star Wars.
You don't even have to
series.
watch the whole
Yeah,
movies. Just
yeah.
watch that show.
Yeah, watch Mandalorian. It's awesome. Baby Yoda is best.
But I did see Tom Cruise was also in talks to possibly be Tony Stark as well.
Now I heard Doctor Strange, so there's some
Oh,
rumors
he was going to be the.
like the multiverse version of Doctor Strange.
oh, I heard Iron Man. That's what
Yeah.
I heard.
So maybe it's either one. I don't know.
He's both.
And then
he's
also-
Iron Man that turns in, or Doctor Strange turns into Iron Man.
Right. And then also, John Krasinski was rumored to be Mr. Fantastic also. Like, so I think they're going to use these actors in some way, shape, or form. They just probably don't know where they're going to fit as a hero yet.
Yeah, we're reading rumors and such, so Nothing we'll know until it comes out. They're pretty good at keeping things out
Yeah.
of people's hands for spoilers.
Yeah,
and stuff
just
like
to
that.
kind of like throw you off. Like I remember in the Avengers, the first one, not the first one, the first Endgame one, the Infinity War.
Yeah.
They had a scene where it was Hawk running as Hawk, but it was actually the Hawk suit he was in or some shit. So it wasn't because he couldn't turn to the Hawk.
Oh, okay.
So they
The
threw you
Hulkbuster.
off. In the trailer, he was in the Hawkbuster,
Yeah.
being the Hawk, but he couldn't turn into the Hawk. And so that kind of threw you off, like he was the Hawk in the battle.
They do
but he wasn't.
nice little teasers and
Yeah, they-
snippets to keep you
Yeah,
guessing.
they're good at keeping secrets, actually.
Did you guys know that Superman signed up to play Superman?
Who's Superman, man? I don't know who that is.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, that's my kryptonite right there.
You know what he's doing right now, though, right?
Me, later.
Wow. No. Well, maybe once he gets done off set of Witcher 2, he's filming Witcher 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
I have yet to finish Witcher 1.
Oh.
Hopefully Witcher 2 is better than 1.
See, that's where I'm
what?
at. I'm not a fan of The Witcher.
You didn't like
TV
it?
show.
I only watched like 2 episodes and I stopped.
Like, it's one of those
Because
I
of
have
the
to,
time
like,
jumping. I heard the
But-
time jumping a lot is bad.
But it comes all to a head on. It makes sense
okay.
if you watch it all the way.
I
through.
just-
okay.
So it's kind of like Tarantino, where he's all over the place on time. You know, the storyline, and
That's my dude. That's my dude.
but it comes in together at the end.
Well, I'll have to force myself to watch it because I'm not into it at the moment.
That blue-eyed beauty of a Henry Cavill.
Fucking Superman. He did really good as The Witcher, though.
He did.
I do
He
like
did
that. I
re-
just don't like the story.
I don't
guess.
like the characters they made. They don't look the same as the games.
As the game.
But we talked about this. I think they're based off the books more.
It's
Yeah.
more about the book.
Yeah. So
I
I,
didn't know
think
there was books.
so. But me comparing it to the game, I was like, "Fuck you!" But it's whatever. I can get over
I
it.
only had the one problem with the casting of the redheaded girl not being redheaded anymore.
Oh, she was
Triss.
Yeah, Trish. Yeah.
What was
Triss
her hair?
Marigold.
It was just black hair, right?
Yeah, just kind of a brownie, dusty.
Because I feel like you need to have that distinction
At
between her
least
and
that.
Jennifer. You
Yes,
need to
at least
have-
that. And Siri, white hair.
But
Yes.
I guess Trish in the books might have been more closer. This might be more closer, though. I know in the books that she's supposed to be like a fire sorceress, and in the show they made her kind of like earth based. So that's
That's
different.
stupid.
That is stupid. But okay. Probably because fire is cliche and everything.
Well, I think they didn't want to like you guys haven't finished it, but there's a big scene that deals with fire. Or
wow,
something.
spoilers.
So like I don't think they wanted two people dealing with fire in the same series on that.
You can never have
Too
enough
many
fires.
firebenders. You can't always
have too much
firebenders, man. You can always have them.
Speaking of Henry Cavill, he had a new movie drop on Netflix with Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I've never seen it or heard of it, but it's
I've seen the
Enola
film.
Holmes. Bruce says
It's really good.
I wanted to watch it, but I had to watch it with Morgan because she wants to check it out too, so I had to wait.
It's good. It's got Helena Bonham Carter in it as well, and it just follows the younger sister of them, and she is smarter than even Sherlock.
See, that's what I liked about it because I saw that in the description. I was like, I didn't even realize that obviously the name Holmes. I don't know why it didn't click to me that she was the younger daughter or younger sister, you know.
Sherlock.
And Millie Bobby Brown is an executive producer, so she had some sway over what was going on in this movie. So
Nice.
She's like fucking 11 still.
yes, she was 11 in Stranger Things.
That was a good one.
Tones is
That's
pointing
very
at me.
good.
Tones is pointing at me.
So yeah, I guess all the Marvel movies now are getting pushed back a year.
Yeah, some of them were changing like the order when they were coming out. Like Internals was supposed to be in the spring, and now it's fall of next year. Black Widow's going this spring. Shang-Chi is getting pushed back, and so everything's all up in the air. I don't even know what's going to be the first Marvel movie, and this is also going to be the first year without a Marvel movie.
I remember we talking about Disney Plus stuff is coming out next year because of Mandalorian. So they did actually come out and say Black Widow finally.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised by that, but that's
it was supposed to come out this November, and
Okay.
it's got pushed to spring now.
I was gonna say I was waiting for them to actually start announcing it on their
Right.
fucking
Start advertising.
Yeah,
And then Nick Fury is gonna have his show.
A Disney Plus show, yeah.
With,
I heard it's gonna be rated M
It is Samuel L. Jackson still, so
for mature.
I don't think you can have another actor play.
No,
Nick
no.
Fury.
But I hope this means one or two things. I hope it maybe sets up Secret Invasion. I mean, they've already kind of shown that with the Skrulls and him on the ship with them, and then the one Skrull staying behind and Far From Home and being him, like already, you know, he shape shifted into him. Or this is a good way of them bringing back the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Bring back Coulson, Quake from the show. That show is now done, and it was kind of a separate, but now they can use those characters saying, in this timeline, they were there the whole time.
They were just doing something.
Now we can bring them
they were
into
developing themselves.
Yeah, we can bring
you
them.
can write that so it all
Because
matches.
he in the comic books with Secret Invasion disappeared for a long time, and then when the Secret Invasion started happening, he came back with his secret army, and it was full of people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like Quake and all that. So he could come back like he was planning. Like, I knew they can stay shift. I knew they might think let's just stay here.
Right. Off topic. I don't know if you guys don't have Apple TV, do you?
I do because of Derek.
Ted Lasso. Have you seen that?
No, I don't watch it.
I
don't watch Apple TV.
Watch Ted Lasso on Apple TV. It stars Jason Sudeikis. I thought it was going to be.
Him.
I see. He's
Man
hit
crush.
and miss with me, so I didn't know if it was going to be any good. But I started watching it yesterday. There's my favorite half-hour episodes. He is a Division III NFL football, or not NFL, college football coach.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna watch it.
And he wins the championship with like Wichita State or something. And then he gets hired to be what do they call a manager in Europe for football. For soccer.
For soccer?
Yeah. I guess the owner of the team and the wife got divorced, and she takes owner of the team, so she hires him and hopes to flunk this team, like make this team bad.
So it's Major League,
Yeah.
but for soccer.
Yeah. So, but then he's actually like his style. He's so positive, and he's got an accent, and he's just got a mustache, and his assistant coach is Coach Beard, and because he's got a beard, like it's just a really good show.
I
It's
love
really
that.
funny.
I love that guy ever since Hall Pass.
It's not just like slapstick funny too. It pulls at your heartstrings. Like it's a real
it's
good
good.
show.
It's a good mix.
It's a really good show.
serious
So if you guys get bored and you want to watch something new, Ted Lasso, I do recommend that.
Well, cool, because I recommend that you guys look at this image. Did you guys hear about Spider-Man getting remastered on PlayStation?
Yes.
5? So this is what it looked like. This is what
Oh, I heard
this is what
I saw
he
Twitter,
used to look like.
They whitewashed
He
a
looked like
white guy.
Yeah, he looked like an actual like Spider-Man that's been through some shit for 10 years being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Turned him into Tom Holland.
Yeah, they said they whitewashed the white.
So they turned him from this to fucking
there's
Tom
not
Holland.
much difference in the images, but
The game actually looks fucking great now. It actually, like, there's some downs of, obviously people are pointing out some shit, which is like whatever. They're using different shaders and stuff. So people are pointing out every little bit, but it's like, dude, if you're Spider-Man in this game, you're swinging through the cities and everything's kind of blurred anyway. So it's just let it be like beautiful again. And it's a fucking 2018 game. I don't know why it got remastered anyway, but it did. And Miles Morales comes out also at the same time. So those two come together. So you have to pay for that remaster.
Yeah, the DLC.
Yeah. Starting up, bro, it's like, dude, Xbox is my place to game everywhere.
Right.
And then exclusives for PlayStation is what I do. But everything else is not Xbox.
all right. Sorry, Bruce, did you have a thought?
I was just saying that, you know what I'm excited for? Your final thoughts on this beer.
That's what I was just about to say. I was going to wrap this up because we do have a lot of beers. We still have more pop culture, but we're going to rate this beer. We're going to take a short break. We're going to crack open the next one and keep on moving. So, Hunter, what are your final ratings for this?
Okay. I give this one
beer?
a 4.25.
Oh, you really like that one.
I mean, really like would be like 4.5, 4.75. So this one's like, it's up there, but it's not up there.
Yeah. Bruce?
I liked it. It grew on me. I did like getting that kind of rum taste towards the end, and it improved for me. I want to give it a 3.5. It's good, but too much the pineapple just for me, and I think a little heavy-handed in the banana, even though I like bananas. It's still a good rating.
Okay. Like Bruce said, it grew on me. I am going to rate it a 3.75.
Dang, you guys are all lower than me, and I didn't like it as much as you guys like that.
Well, that's the whole point of this.
Okay, fine. I
Rating
went too
system,
high
dude.
then. Okay.
No, you're fine.
No,
You keep it the same.
3.25. No, 3.25.
Keep it the same.
No,
No,
You're
I'm
fine.
3.25.
We're not all the same people. Our rating system or scales are different. So
You're
you
different.
can stay wrong, get your 4.25. All right, let's take a break.
all right.
Shot break, baby.
Welcome back, guys, to Drunk with Buds, a show about... No, I'm kidding. Gotcha. All right, beer number 2. Remember, we're drinking these in the order that he suggested, so hopefully they build and they get better and better and
This
better.
one is fitting for Bruce.
Thanks.
Trash.
Trash Can Punch Gosa from 903 Brewers. As it's a sour fruited ghost. It's 6.2% ABV with no listed IBUs. There's been 1,076 check-ins for an average rating of 4.05. The style guide says smoothie style ghost with pineapple, blood orange, passion fruit, apricot, and sweet cherries. Greg R. All the fruits, please. And thank you.
Man, he wants them.
You sound like a fucking robot.
All the fruits, please.
Thank you.
Just like Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Facebook.
You guys taste it or
Great
what?
flavors and lives up to the name. Worth the price of admission, said Robert C. So good, said Roger A. What do you guys think?
I smell lemon.
First
Is there lemon
thoughts?
in there?
I just closed it. You bitch.
Better than the last one. First thoughts.
Isn't it crazy how you can just open your phone back up and see the exact same thing that you closed on?
It doesn't say anything about, it says acidic, orange,
Oh,
smooth.
grapefruit is what I'm smelling. Oh, fuck.
You don't like grapefruit?
I hate grapefruit. Jeremy, what are you doing to me?
He's gonna throw up.
He's going to throw up again.
He's gonna throw up again.
No, the tartness of the apricot's what hitting me. I don't taste any in pineapple. I don't taste any of what you're talking about. Okay. No lemon.
No, I smell the grapefruit.
There's no grapefruit. There's no grapefruit in
There's
here.
a grapefruit
Pineapple, blood orange. Maybe it's the blood orange.
It's the blood orange.
mixed with the grapefruit.
My man's. Because
This
it's definitely
this
there.
does take me back to like what we call jungle juice, you know, just throwing all the alcohols and fruits and stuff into it.
Yeah. See, I should have said that. I thought about it. His trash can punch is what our jungle juice is, or
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wapatui.
That's what I was
whatever we call
thinking.
that. Yeah.
That's what I thought he was
That's-
talking about.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Or
This is better than the last one.
what are
So-
those
so
frog?
far,
Those frog ones.
bullfrogs?
Bullfrogs. That's what
yeah.
I was thinking.
With
of. And then jungle
Kool
juice.
Aid and vodka and Mountain Dew or whatever you do.
But jungle juice is where you just toss.
Yeah,
shit
you
in.
just throw fruit in it. You throw liquors in it.
Speaking of liquors, so the film starring Daniel Craig in his final stint as the agent, formerly known as 007, is expected to hit theaters April 2nd, 2021, a year later than initially planned. Curiously, No Time to Die is now set to open the same weekend as Fast and Furious sequel F9. That's from Variety.com.
Well, you know, I'm more excited for the 007. I've been waiting for this movie for a long time. I've seen both teaser trailers, and it looks like, I
I
can't.
don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm
We were talking
an
about
F9
earlier-
guy.
When we were talking about earlier, if they play Vin Diesel's song during a club, or he does karaoke in the movie, I have to see it.
I want to see that movie too, but I want to see No Time to Die first.
That would be movie of the year if they play that song in that movie.
I've never seen any of
the
the
Fast and the
007s.
Furious movies always going to be there. Like, I got to see 007.
I got to
first.
see Fast and
Well,
Furious.
that's always
I'm
going to be there too
I'm
because
so
they're going to put it
disappointed
on
because
digital.
they moved Fast and Furious back already
All right.
for this song purpose.
They're coming out on the same day. Drunk with Buds, back-to-back movies. We'll go Fast 9,
And then I can nap.
007.
And then I can nap during 007.
I've never seen any of the 007s.
Never,
Never.
ever.
None of them.
Never.
I mean, in history, you didn't see
never.
any.
And I remember one time
I played GoldenEye, the game on
I remember
64.
That's what I was about to bring up. I remember one time I went over to Tony's house and his dad was like playing this game and it was 007. I think it was GoldenEye.
It was GoldenEye.
And we were just chilling. I was just chilling in there with him and he was playing it and he was loving it. And I was like, that's the first time I've ever seen like any of my uncles or anything like playing a video game.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool. I was just hanging out chilling with him and he was loving it.
It was a good game.
I mean,
But
one of the first podcasts I've ever listened to was just based on 007. It's called James Bonding.
Was that in the year 007 AD?
1907.
1007.
Get it? Because you're old.
You're old as fuck.
I get it.
I'm getting it.
I
It's
get
cool.
it.
I know Honer does not like football or
Correct.
sports, period. But what do you think about the whole town of South Park being at the game?
So the whole town of South
Denver
Park.
Broncos, sorry, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you didn't. So the whole town of South Park was at the Denver Broncos game, and I thought that was pretty badass actually, because I love South Park.
And it's in Colorado.
Yeah,
But yeah, so they had, I think it was cardboard cutouts. And just placed them
Yep.
all in the stands.
they had Randy, they had all the families and stuff. It's so cool.
That's hilarious.
Was it every seat though?
I don't think it was every seat.
It was
I
just
think
like probably one section. to like get
Yeah,
a
that's
photo,
a lot of. That's like
get a photo op.
there's like 60,000.
Yeah,
people or
just
whatever
enough
it
to
is,
get a
so.
photo op. Okay, cool.
It's interesting that that's the only way to get you to watch sports is to put South Park.
They
in
found their way.
I didn't watch it though. I saw a picture.
That's more than you would have seen.
That's true, but everybody's sharing it because of that. But also, South Park did actually do a pandemic special, so that might actually be why they did that stunt. Little stint.
Kind of work together.
Yeah, to kind of be like, oh, look, South Park again, make it relevant. So South Park did a pandemic special, and it was pretty good. I don't think it's a part of the new season. I don't know if the new season's even going to happen yet. The pandemic special was an hour long, 45 minutes, and it was on HBO Max day after. It was on Comedy Central, of course. And it was their take because everybody's been wanting to know what South Park thinks about this pandemic, and they nailed it. They nailed every single fucking thing, and it's awesome. And, of course, fucking Randy is the one that started the pandemic. And so that's what's funny as fuck. Because he had sex with some animals in China. And he brought over the coronavirus because he was sick back in September. He goes, oh, I thought I was just sick. It's like, oh, you idiot, you fucking brought it back. So it was fucking Randy. And
Fucking Randy.
so then he had to make a new strain of weed because he's a weed farmer now. And he had the jizz on the flour that he made, all of those. He called it the pandemic special, 10% off his actual price, and he gave it to the people to kind of give it as an antidote, as the antidote for the coronavirus. Turns out the side effect is they get a mustache, and it looks just like his. So everybody's got a mustache that looks like
but
Randy.
they don't have COVID because
Right.
they smoked
Yeah.
the jizz weed.
Yep. Because he was the one that was the DNA cure for it.
That makes sense, though. If
Exactly.
first person to have it, you have to have the cure.
You're the
in
cure.
your blood. somewhere.
Exactly. In your DNA.
I feel like we always talk about this next topic.
Well, we should.
Well, you talk about
Cobra
it.
Kai. It's back.
That's right.
4 seasons confirmed, right, Bruce?
That's confirmed. But more than that, they've also released a new teaser trailer for season 3 and confirmed that it comes out this January.
That's
We
awesome.
don't have long to wait for season 3.
My birthday month.
We get to see Miguel wake up in the teaser trailer from.
Oh, that's good. I thought he died.
Oh, you actually finally found out.
Yeah.
Because we didn't talk about that last time.
No, he died.
Spoilers.
Felt like he died.
I felt like he
Spoilers.
should have died.
he should have
He
died.
broke his fucking back. He was paralyzed. He can't fight no more. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
This will be the comeback story.
Spoilers, by the way.
All of season 3 is his comeback. Season 4,
I
he
heard
fights.
so many different fan theories about what's going to happen for season 3 because they've already said that Allie, because she sent a friend
Yeah.
request, that she's a doctor and her husband's a doctor, that
They're gonna
she's
be
going
the
to come in
ones
to be
to-
the ones that fix Miguel. I'm also have heard that because she might have problems with her daughter, that Tori is her daughter. That's another rumor.
Is Tori
The new chick that they introduced.
Miguel's
girlfriend
girlfriend?
now.
Yeah, the one that was fighting, started the whole thing of beating down in the school.
But that last episode, I feel like
Fuck.
that fight scene went on a little too long.
Way too long. It
Like
was
the whole episode.
Yeah, it was so
I-
cheesy.
I laughed for so long. It was just like, you're still going. Where's the teacher?
Yeah, where are the teachers? Teachers come out
As
like,
soon as I said that, where's the teachers? The teacher showed up like, I don't get paid for this.
yeah, he said, nah, I'm good. Like, damn, they're all like fighting martial arts and shit out there, karate stuff.
I laughed so long. It was like it's a half-hour episode. It's 20 minutes of fighting.
all those kids watching, none of them were like, maybe we should stop.
Yeah,
Maybe we should stop.
All this build up from the whole season, the revenge and the rivalry just takes a huge climax.
Now,
Man.
you know what? I agree with the length only because they're kind of like embracing the 80s, and you definitely that's the way it would have gone down in the 80s movie.
Imagine if they had Daniel and Johnny randomly show up at the high school and start fighting too.
Their dynamic is so funny too.
Yeah.
Now,
Because they made friends at dinner, just like they made friends at the bar, and then the very next day they're fighting again.
Yep.
Like,
but the only way they can become friends is they're drinking together.
Yeah.
Now, my wife, she showed me this thing that came out 2004, 2003, which might be the precursor to Cobra Kai. Some band decided to make a song called Sweep the Leg.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Oh, good God, now you gotta believe me.
And they got everyone to be in the video. So you got Johnny who's running around in a bikini briefs on a big boombuster playing the song, and then the lead singer is fighting another guy who's Cobra Kai in the song, and at the end, Johnny gets ran over by a car, and lo and behold, who's in it? It's
Wow.
Ralph Macchio is in there.
Side note.
So look it up. Watch, fans, listeners.
Sweep the leg.
Stephanie used to be a server. She said she actually waited on Ralph Macchio.
Ooh.
Said that he's a horrible tipper.
Oh,
He is probably on hard times.
does that make you less watch the show? Okay.
No, not at all.
I think he was probably just hard on times.
Hard on him.
Yeah.
How long ago was it? Was it before Cobra Kai?
I think it was before. It's before COVID. It was a while ago. But both times they start fighting again, it's Daniel LaRusso who starts it. Just so you guys know,
Always.
because he's the bad guy.
Yep, just like Barney said in How I Met Your Mother.
He
said
bad guy.
Johnny is the good guy. And we see that in Cobra Kai.
You're
Johnny
starting to
is
see
such
it
a nice
more.
guy. Johnny's a nice guy. He just wants to train and he wants to make ends meet. Danny's over here like, oh, I got everything.
You were
I
mean
want.
to me in high school. I still don't like you. You're like, come on now, man. We're adults.
But just to play devil's advocate,
Don't
he
do that.
He gave him a brand new car.
He had to. His wife said so.
His wife said so, not him.
The second time.
Okay, but
his
he was
wife
going to
said
pay.
so.
He paid for his damage for free before on the first car.
That was being a
Well,
dick.
because
that
that
was
was
a dick move.
his daughter did it.
He didn't know that at the time.
He didn't know that at the time.
That was him just being a dick. It's like, hey, look, I got more money than you. I'll fix your car for free. I'll be the bigger man, but he's not doing it to be the bigger man.
Is there any guesses what's going to happen in season 3?
I think Danny's going to die.
In the teaser trailer, I saw that. What's the son's name? Is it Jesse?
The one with the haircut you don't
Robbie?
like.
Yeah, Robbie. Robbie was wearing like prison orange.
Well, I mean, he killed a guy, so
He didn't die.
they don't know that yet.
And in the teaser trailer I saw for the 2 versus 3 like combined, someone drops a sigh next to Daniel in his own dojo. So could we see somebody from another movie, a bad guy? Like
I think Hawk is going to finally get his ass beat. 'Cause
By
he
his
needs
buddy.
to. Yes, because he needs to get his ass whooped eventually.
They had the little. It
Yeah,
happened
well,
a little
he-
bit.
yeah, he
when
took a
little bit.
It kicked him into the glass.
I think he's finally going to get his revenge on his ass, and then he's going
Dimitri.
to. I think he might. Either there's two things that can happen: he respects him finally, or he's like pissed that he actually took him out.
I just like that both of them like Doctor Who. And who's following around Hawk? And when he jumps, goes. Because every time he jumps, you hear the stupid Hawk
Hawk in the
noise. Someone's
TV show.
doing it.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, every time
time he
he's
jumps.
there, there's a little.
Someone's going around.
All right, it looks like Bruce already rated his. So we'll start with Bruce.
Oh, my final thoughts on this is, can I get another? This is really good. 4.25. I loved it. It's sweet. It's tart. It just swirls in the mouth. It makes me feel like I'm back in high school again, which was ages ago.
Because we're talking about Cobra Kai, so he's all like, "I'm back in high school."
Honer?
So I actually did like this one better than the last one.
Okay.
So the last one, if I could readjust my score, it would be a 4. This would be the 4.25.
So both are 4.25s.
Yeah. Yep, because you guys don't know how to fucking change a number.
But if we had the extra decimal, it would be 4.25 and then 4.3, right?
No,
Or something like that.
It'd be 4.26.
Oh, okay. Just a little bit better. I myself like this also better than the last one. They were both still good. This one gets a 4 for me. Thank you. That was really quick to stop the clap too.
Yeah, I know.
You said thank you. You quieted him.
Yeah, it's sour. It's still there in the jaws. You still feel it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that you're awakened since you've been on here because you give 4s to nothing, and now it seems like he's only giving 4s.
Yeah, it's like nothing special anymore.
They're not.
Damn.
Hey, before I was always a guest, so I was just kind of harder on the beers. Now that I'm a host, I'm gonna be in it a little more. And not
Okay, we see you, bitch.
Do you guys know what I need?
A shot break.
That's right.
Ooh,
Shot break time.
Let's take a
Get one,
shot. We'll
baby.
take a video.
oh shit.
Bye.
Peace out.
Again. I like that.
That was Geoxer Low on Spotify.
I like that. That build up.
Dude, that was
mellow,
nice.
And then
It was
bass hit.
that was really nice.
All right, let's keep it moving since we do have a lot of beers. Beer number 3
is Painkiller.
Got
It's
you.
a slushy by 903 Brewers, of course. 6.2% ABV, not available IBU, and it has 1,232 check-ins and 4.05 average. So everybody wants this one, and we poured it out, and it looks like Sunny D.
Yeah, it looks like orange juice.
It's really orange. Style Guide says sour fruited Berliner Weiss. It's a Berliner Weiss with pineapple, orange, and coconut. Coconut, as you heard earlier, they love coconut. They like soaking it in there for 72 hours.
Yep.
It's orange, pineapple, coconut, tropical sweet taste. Let's give it a go. How you guys like it?
You can taste the coconut.
Oh, I can smell the.
I smell the orange.
The tropical fruits.
I smell the orange. The aftertaste. You could taste the coconut on it.
Ooh, that's a bad boy. I taste the coconut. That
taste the
coconut,
coconut too.
It's a heavy hitter right there. That coconut.
Yeah, but it's not like overpowering. It complements, and I don't like coconut, and I can drink this. It sits back there.
They
Orange pina colada taste.
yes, that's exactly what it tastes like. It's tropical pina colada style.
Style?
This is what the
Calm down, Tones.
This is the fourth beer. Shit ass. So
This is the third beer.
what?
Welcome to the show.
This is the third beer. Welcome.
2 more to go.
Son of a bitch.
You had 4 because you drank one before the show.
I did drink one.
Was it a bad Elmer's?
No, it was the Monster
You still
Fest.
have that?
No. No. Okay, guys. So let's get started. We have dive bar reviews. Hit it. Dive Bar Review. Dive Bar Reviews is a section where I read a majority of 1-star reviews, maybe a 5-star and a couple in between. Let's do this thing. Today we're digitally visiting Gasoline Ray's Dive Bar in El Paso, Texas.
Hell yeah. How far is that? Do we know how far that is?
I don't
from-
fucking know, all right?
Really, really far away.
Yeah,
he
I think it is.
said North Texas and El Paso is
Yeah.
as far south as you can get.
North. I looked it up. Sherman, Texas is like, I'm not sure on the time, but it's north of Dallas.
It's funny because I tried to get a Sherman one, and it literally was just one place. It said Luke's, and it was closed down permanently. So I was like, it'd be funny to do that, and then at the end say, yeah, if you want to visit it, you can't because it's closed. But I can't.
You
So
should've.
I did, but the review sucked. So the first one up for this one is Pedro Esparza with a 1 star to start it off, saying, wouldn't serve shots at 155. Beer got taken away at 202. Bar manager drunk, and I guess she wanted to go home.
I wonder what time the bar closes there.
I would assume 3.
Well, not necessarily. Bars in like Chicago stay open until like 4.
Texas, though, big ass place. El
But
Paso,
But
Border town.
I would assume 3.
okay.
But if it is at 2, his beer got taken away at 202 because he wasn't done and they had to close down. Okay, I can see that happening.
Yeah, we all know about you and leaving bars.
Me, I can leave bars pretty late.
Yeah, same. I like to close them out. Bates gives a 1 star agreeing with your boy Pedro. Tried to stop a fight between 2 girls and got accused of the fight even though I stopped it. The bartender looks like a wrestler and got blamed for her getting hit when the girl involved punched her lights out.
Well, he disobeyed the first rule of fighting. When 2 girls are fighting, you watch. You don't break it up.
Hair pulling,
Unless your
kissing.
your wife or girlfriend or fiance is in it, then you probably should break it
or
up.
your job is to break up fights like the bouncer.
Exactly. Dr. James Baird hates this fucking place, saying 1 star. It sucked big time.
Oh, good words. That shows that execution. Oh, execution.
Wow.
Education that doctor had.
It's funny because Dr.
Big
James,
time suck.
Dr. James Baird, dude, it kind of sounds like my actual like eye doctor in Plymouth. I think that's his name.
Oh yeah. Well, he went to Texas.
Yeah, he went to Texas. That
He
was
did
his
not
review.
like that place.
That was his review.
Big time suck.
And he knows a lot about eyes, so he can clearly see. Michael Fletcher gave it a 2-star, and he must have seen Bruce and his buds because he says, a bunch of 40-somethings swaggering around trying to act like they're 20 again. Not a cool place. Damn. Bruce is sad looking at me. His tears are jerking.
His tears are jerking. What?
John Singer gave it a 5.
John Cena?
John Singer gave it a 5-star banger. When I find a great place like this, it pains me to tell everyone about it because then it becomes too popular to visit. But this bar is larger than you would think from looking at the exterior, and the seating is great from the bar to lounging with a bunch of friends at the couches. The food is very good, and the bartenders are gorgeous and very good at their job. Psst, don't tell anybody, okay?
Is that a cowboy robot?
That's exactly what it was.
It just popped in my head. Can you try to contact some of these people and get them on the show?
That'd be amazing. Do you want John Singer on
Because I
there?
hope they sound like you make them sound.
Butt's phone.
Ryuki Dark Soul ends it with a flatlining 1-star jinger.
Is that a character on a video game that you play?
Dark Souls is a video game, but this guy is Ryuki Dark Soul. Took 1 shot and hung out with my drunk friends. I ended up getting cut off for no reason, but that's how they do business. Paid $15 worth of real music. If I could give less than 1 star, I would. Everything about this place is fake. There is no way this is a dive bar. This is a joke. Stay away from this bar.
Okay.
So if your ass is ever in El Paso, Texas, then go give this joint a smoke. Because the food is fire, but you might get cut off after a shot. Your beer may get taken away around 2 a.m. before you're even done. The bartender might be rude. So I don't know actually if you'll have a good time. Some people like punishment and such, like Bruce. But John Singer doesn't want anyone to know about it, so actually stay the fuck away from it. Now let's take it back to you, baby back 2 tones.
You can't see me.
Damn. Brr, brr, brr.
So I say let's go to El Paso and see what. This
Well, can we
place
stop
is
in
all
Sherman
about.
on the way?
And we can stop in Sherman on the way. Yeah, if Sherman was closer, we should go there. Yeah. Honer still needs to finish his beer, but
I was talking.
he was talking. So let's do some reviews and do some ratings and
Now,
keep the
I
show going.
thoroughly enjoyed this beer.
I like this one a lot.
Orange, just enough orange, just enough tropical. Not bad on the coconut. I started out as a 4. I moved it to a 4.25. It is sweet. It is good. It's not too tart, but it's just tart enough that you know that it's a sour. I like that it's probably why it's a Berliner Weiss. It's not a straight sour. I can't help but say I wish I had more cans of this.
I do.
Jeremy, let's acquire some more, please.
Put it back on Tavora and let us order it at all. But guys, dude, for real though, if this were, let's say, a bottomless, they had bottomless island time at 903 Brewers, I think it would fucking sell the fuck out.
Like mimosas?
Yes,
Oh my
because
gosh.
this is definitely a good replacement for mimosas and brunch time drinking.
Oh, I agree.
I didn't even think about that until you said that.
Because it's not bubbly, and some people are put off by the champagne,
champagne, yep.
bubbly. And
It's
so
smoother.
this I think this will make you think you're just drinking orange juice. So it can be kind of dangerous while you're having your buffet for
Yeah.
Sunday buffet or whatever.
So if
It's
you're gonna
great.
have a bottomless, you might have to top it out sometime. But I honestly think it would be worth it to replace a mimosa, or maybe you have a mimosa bottomless mimosas, but then at the very end, their last beer, you give them this, or the beginning.
This is a good brunch beer for sure.
Very good. I like this beer a lot. Damn it, I love you guys.
That's tough.
Another 4.25 from Honer.
I love 903, dude.
It's weird. I feel like I can't even, I'm lost for words. It's just, it's so good.
My teeth are numb.
I don't know what that means.
That means he doesn't brush.
I actually didn't brush them today. I was preparing myself for this.
So you wanted last night's beer to be
What's
next?
your what's the rating, Honer? What you got?
Oh, 4.5.
Another 4.25?
5,
Oh.
4.5. This one's the best one out of those three so far.
It's a solid 4 again.
Ooh, a flat 4?
Yes, I liked it just as much as the last one. It was fantastic.
Really, nothing new. Nothing. It didn't even raise a
There
bar.
are different levels.
Didn't even raise a bar for this one. Really.
Different levels. This
You're
is
looking
the
at me in the
same.
face right now, and you're
Yes.
saying it did not look.
They are both fantastic. They are both really good. They are both 4s.
No.
Solid 4s for me.
Thank you, Tony, for your rating and your honesty.
But yeah, definitely breakfast brunch beer for sure.
Yeah, for sure. This is really awesome. If I had like a whole fridge full of this, it'd be my go-to in the morning. If I like cook some sausages, like eating the sausage links.
Yeah, you eat
I
those
feel
sausages.
like scrambled eggs, sausage,
French toast.
cheese. Put it in a tortilla. Have this. Oh my gosh!
That's a good morning.
breakfast burrito with this.
Put some
That's a good
chorizo
morning.
on it.
Oh, yeah.
In the beer.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit of salsa.
Start putting like
Salsa and some sausage gravy.
start throwing things in there like a fucking Bloody Mary. Just bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, bread.
Right.
Woo! I love this thing.
Now I'm getting
No.
hungry. Shut up.
I know, right?
I got something for you.
Mimosas tomorrow. Let's take another short break. I know there's a lot of breaks, but there's a lot of beer.
Yeah, we're trying to take
We
it
still
easy
got
on
2
this one.
more, so we got plenty of show left. We will be back after this shot break.
For sure.
Welcome back, guys. That shot was fantastic.
It was so good.
I lied. We didn't take a shot.
That song was Ryu
We took a
Jr.
shot of music.
sorry.
The song was Go Home by Ryu Jr. on SoundCloud.
I forgot he has to do that part. Anyways, beer number 4 on our beer ladder or beer countdown. Triple berry slushy. This is a sour fruited Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss. 6.2 ABV, no IBUs. It says style guide triple berry slushy, 6.2, fully loaded blueberry, raspberry, blackberry with vanilla lactose. Vanilla and lactose, sorry.
Ooh. Yeah, he mentioned something about Madagascar vanilla. So
Yeah.
that's like the most
I
expensive
think that's what gives
vanilla you
it,
can get.
and the lactose gives it that pour that we saw there.
So I think I might be lactose intolerant, so I might be going to shit.
This has got 459 check-ins.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 490 milligrams of like lactose. I was like, damn, he's getting deep into it.
The only review I saw from,
But what was the overall untapped rating?
oh, sorry, I didn't see that. 4.36.
Ooh, that's pretty high,
Oh,
baby.
that is a good bitch.
Ev Day Saturday, EVDAY _ his review, or her review, I guess, I don't know, there's no picture, says ridiculous.
I already agree.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculously good.
That's all I had, though. That was the only one. I went through like 5 or 6 reviews, and it was the only one that posted.
I feel like this is a raspberry ice cream that got blended so much that it became just liquid, and it's just tart raspberry, like the gyroscope, and finishes strong with the vanilla ice cream flavor.
Oh, he did say this one has a vanilla.
Yep.
Vanilla bean.
Yeah, that Madagascar vanilla. Oh God, I want more.
This, just so you guys know, the head on this beer has been here since I poured it. It's not moved.
No, it's just there.
It's that thick.
It's just thick. This is one of those that's just good, and it hits. It's a thing, and it's sour, and it's nice.
Look at that. It's so thick. Sorry, I'm Snapchatting that one.
It looks like
The
your
smell is
It's
just.
just so jiggly.
Ass. Looks like your
I feel like
ass.
I'm walking through a field and there's just raspberry bushes all about me.
Take us there.
Oh, there's the quiet buzz of the bees pollinating the flowers of the raspberries and the blackberries. You smell the sweet juices of plump red raspberries and blackberries near you. All of a sudden, a scent, a wafting, comes through your nose as somebody is shredding some Madagascar vanilla. You're like, oh my God, what if I took some of that, boiled it up, smashed those berries, baby.
Smash them.
Oh yeah. Brew that up on a little bit of butter. Mixed it in with that. Oh, so good beer.
That's good.
And that's what we got.
That's exactly.
Oh, Sherman, Texas, I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, 903 Brewers. Triple berry.
Coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's good stuff. It does really taste like
And
that.
I just came.
I feel like I'm actually passing through like a raspberry.
I feel like I
field.
need a spoon.
I'm just like jumping in
need
there.
a
I'm
spoon
just
to
hitting
eat that
everything.
head.
Or you just
Tones
dive,
is still
I've not tasted this yet.
just dive right into that head.
Tones is still amazed about the chunky top. It's good. He just took.
Oh
a
my
sip.
gosh.
This is really good. So Jeremy, prost to you, bro.
That's not even alcohol, is there?
This is just dessert. And not a dessert beer. This is, you can have more of these. It's not like a one-off.
If I'm outside at a winery, this is what I'm drinking. This is what I feel like I'm drinking.
This is the one, if you guys remember from the interview, when he was talking, this is the one that felt like he lit up when he talked about this one.
Because he was talking about the vanilla bean and everything.
This is the one that he just kept, this one lit him up.
It sounds like, so he was like proud of it. He's proud of this one. This is a really good one. I can see why. This one's, it's not, this is, no, sorry. I was thinking ahead of the stout is thin. This is,
the next
this one is very thin, but it looks thick.
It does.
It's pulpy, all right.
Yeah, but it's
No, like,
pulpy,
even just
but
in
it
a
does-
good way.
But it's not, it's not, the pulp just rides on that thin layer of the beer, and it's really nice. It's subtle, but it's so enjoyable.
Just the
man.
visual looks like it's going to be a thick beer. Like you can't see through it. There's no light. Like,
And the color is great.
Yeah, it's nice.
Do you smell all the different berries?
Yeah, I can't really I can't really hone on.
Not even a raspberry? I smell raspberries.
I think it might be raspberry that overpowers all of them.
But I mean, like, you have a problem of determining
I know.
raspberries from strawberries.
this is a great strawberry beer.
You guys are so funny. So the vanilla is actually pretty. It's like a nice layer at the end. It just sits there.
Yeah, it mellows out the tart. It gives you that sweet release.
That's the
lactose.
That's such a smart move, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's smart, dude. That's awesome.
He is really good at making beer.
That is. Well, like he said,
Thank
it's-
you, Jeremy and Natalie. This is spectacular.
like he said, trial and error. And, eventually you get there. And when you get there, you get there. You guys definitely get there.
You'll have wrong ones. You'll have right ones. You'll make bad ones. You'll make good ones. But this is one of the better beers I've ever
Toms
had.
don't even know what he's saying anymore.
I don't even know. I'm lost.
You got right one. You got bad.
You know what's also known as right and wrong?
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, but it's time for Bruce Trivia. All right, everybody, it's time for Bruce Trivia.
Everybody hates it.
That's not true. But we're doing
Thank you.
Family Feud this time, and that's the easiest one we got. So hands on your buzzers. We have the Towns versus the Ross as normal. All right, hands on your buzzers. 100 men and women were asked, what is something you put in your coffee? Honer.
Creamer.
Number 2 answer over 25 points. Ding! You can give an answer. If you can get the number 1 answer, you have the choice.
Sugar.
Sugar is the number 1 answer
I was
for
gonna say that
26
one,
points.
yeah.
Do you wish to play or pass? There are 6 answers. You have 2 of the 4 on the board.
I'll play.
All right.
Oh yeah, you can ask me.
What is something you put in your coffee?
Creamer, sugar, ice.
That's the number 3 answer. Ding!
Is
Nope. that's not
milk
one.
and creamer the same thing?
So you have sugar, cream, and ice. What's your 4th guess?
I want to say milk, but I think that's creamer. We'll say milk.
Milk is the same as creamer. That's
Are
okay.
you sure? Oh, it's flavored though, isn't it? Creamer is flavored. Is that an answer?
Cream and milk would be the same.
Flavoring then of some type. I don't know what you would call it.
Ding! Flavored syrup. Number 4 answer with 15 people.
Lucky.
2 answers left. Number 5 and the number 6. You're going right down the line.
Because they're getting harder. Alcohol, liquor.
That is correct. The number 5 answer.
What?
9 people answering it.
I was not even thinking that.
Because people do like Bailey's.
Yeah,
and
I know,
shit,
but
yeah.
I wasn't thinking of that at all. I was like,
Let's say like a whipped cream or something.
First strike.
Let's do marshmallows. Now I'm striking out.
But you made it hard. You left only one answer for him to guess to steal.
You know where I have it though.
I don't know. You got one more try to clear the
He's a
board.
coffee drinker.
I'm a coffee drinker.
What do you drink? What do you put in your coffee?
You put sirens, it seems.
We'll say it's not gonna make any sense. We'll say fruit.
All right, Honer, you have the chance to steal here. What is something you put in your coffee? Take a second to think. Confer with your non-existent friends.
So I only get one answer.
That's all that's left.
Fucking A.
That's why you play.
No, but I don't get 3 strikes. I get
You
one
get
answer.
No,
guess.
one guess. You got to get the last one that's right. What is something you put in your coffee?
Coffee stirrer.
I thought that was gonna be the right.
That is
answer.
incorrect.
What is it?
The number 6 answer with one person. Nothing.
One person.
Nothing.
He likes it black.
I was going to say cinnamon or spices.
That's a trick question.
Well, Two Tones wins the first round.
Wow, good job, dude. Wow. I hope it makes your life.
It does make my life.
I hope it makes your life more satisfying, you little
does.
bitch.
It does.
You suck at it.
Okay, hands on your buzzers. 100 adults were asked this. Where would you hide something to smuggle into a prison? Honer!
But
The number 2 answer with 30 people. Two Tones.
Your mouth under your tongue.
Honer, would you like to play or pass?
pass.
Two Tones. Let's
That's
go.
a hard one. Besides my butt, that's the obvious one. My vagina.
One strike.
Where would I hide something to? There's no other place to hide anything. My ears.
That's 2.
2 strikes.
My belly button.
And Honer, there is 7 total answers, and one of them was given, the number 2 answer that you gave. You have 6 possible things. Take a couple seconds, confer with your non-existent friends, and give me an answer to this question. Where would you hide something to smuggle into a prison?
Shoe.
Correct!
You can't take shoes into prison.
It was the number 4 answer with 5 people. Would you like to know all the answers? The number 1 answer was in a cake.
Okay.
You can't take that.
Number 3
I'll say the
answer was your
prisoner.
underwear or bra. The number 4 answer was your shoe, as you found out. Number 5 answer is the sock. Number 6 is to bribe the guard.
That's not
And the number
smuggling.
7 is your hair.
This is dumb.
He has no
Well,
hair.
while he's contemplating his defeat to Honer in this round 2, let's move to our final ratings of this beer.
I give this a 4.75. This is a good fucking bitch.
Bandit, what do you give it? I haven't seen it.
This will be the first on this podcast where a host has given a 5-star banger. This is finally, the Bruce the Bandit has come to South Bend to say say I could drink this every day of the week, no matter what time of day. It is a 5-star banger.
Beautiful.
So this is the first host 5-star banger.
If I could have, I would have given the slushy a 5-star a long time ago. But you guys always set in stone fucking relations. So
It's set in stone, man. For me, 4.75.
Woo!
Really, really fucking good.
All I know is that means this is now the number one beer
On the show.
on the show.
He said, no, it's not.
That's not my number one. Hashtag not my number one.
This beer,
He's like, I had a real laugh and then fuck you. I'm going to do my fake one.
And guess what? We're going to shop break.
one
And then we
more
back.
beer.
That was Punyaso Nitro Fueled Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled Remix.
I feel like that was the song for this beer, and I haven't had it yet. I
Because
just
he's
feel like
down.
it felt like it was animalistic type of scary, spooky-ish. All right, last beer. Beer number 5 is our stout.
Man, I remember.
Chupacabra 2.0 Imperial Stout. 11.8 ABV, 25 IBUs. Imperial Stout aged on rum-soaked oat.
Oats.
This motherfucker
Oak,
drunk.
cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, and coconut chips. 116. It's coconut chips. 116 check-ins.
It's a new-
It
it's a new-
averages a 4.25. The only other review is this guy being cheapskate, Joseph G. He said, I would enjoy it more if I paid less for a pint. Great beer, $9 a pint max, though.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's probably more than $9.
Did it say where you got it from? Maybe it was from Tavor because it's like it's 11.
Purchased at the Casual Pint Sand something. I
It
didn't.
was like $11 on Tavor
For a beer?
for.
Holy shit ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I
Now
feel like he was just being a cheapskate.
I
with
definitely
that
smell everything that you just said just on
Oh yeah.
the nose.
Is there hazelnut or no?
No, what
one.
was
Cinnamon, nutmeg, brown
nutmeg.
sugar,
It's the
coconut
nutmeg.
chips.
It's
Nutmeg.
Christmas nutmeg.
It's not Christmas time, dog.
I know, but that's where you find nutmeg mostly used.
My sister has her Christmas tree up. She put it up before Labor Day.
And that's why she's my least favorite cousin.
Every year she puts her Christmas tree up sooner and sooner and sooner.
I know some friends that put Christmas trees up but then decorate it like Halloween style. So then they can just take that down
It's Christmas.
when it's
This
That tastes
This
good.
is a Christmas
it
beer.
tastes good. It's a good stout. It's very thin, but it's nice. It's a nice tasting stout. Jeremy, you fucking guy, man. You know what you're doing.
You know what? It's so good. Well, you know what also is good?
Oh no, he's giving it a 5.
you gonna get 2 5s.
Question number 3.
Oh yeah,
for
we're still
Bruce
doing
Trivia.
that. We're still doing trivia shit.
Hands on your buzzers.
Hands on buzzes.
100 adults were asked if you would win $1 million. What is the first thing you would buy or do?
Shop.
You would just shop. Be more specific.
Everybody's gonna shop and you have a fucking $1 million.
Pay off your house.
Pay off your house is number 5 with pay off house / debts.
People don't like
4
responsibilities.
people. 4 people answered that.
How? That's
People
crazy.
don't
Okay.
think responsibly.
2 tones.
Vacation, travel,
That is the number 4 answer of 10.
What
Ding, ding,
about
ding,
me?
ding,
What about
ding.
Owner can play.
Owner, you're playing.
Okay.
You just won $1 million. What is the first thing you would do or buy?
Okay. I would pay off my parents' bills.
So give money to friends?
Yes.
He baited you, bitch.
He made it sound like that was an answer.
I thought it was an answer.
Don't forget the number 4 and the number 5 answer have been given. We still have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So, Honer, your inept answer, I can't even reach the board, and there's still number 1 through 3. What's your second answer?
Go on a cruise.
That would be taking a vacation.
Buy a house.
A new house is number 3 answer. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Still got the number 1 and number 2, the number 6, 7, and 8. You would win $1 million. What is the first thing that you would do and or buy?
I would quit my job.
That's the number 1 answer. 27 people decided that was the right answer as well. You still got the number 2, the number 6, 7, and 8 answer. Now you need to clear as many as you can so Two Tones can't get and win the game and get on the board for a winner.
I don't think he knows any of these anyway. So that was it. Give to a fundraiser.
Charity.
Stingy ass motherfuckers.
They said nah.
2 strikes.
Nobody said that.
The number 2, the number 6, 7, and 8 answers still on the board. Honer, what is your last guess?
Move to another country.
That is incorrect. That is not on the board. Two Tones. You have to
Buy a
answer
new
this.
car.
Whoa. Is that your... I can't even speak.
Yeah.
You are going to win $1 million. What is the first thing you would do and or buy?
A new car.
That is correct. The number 2 answer, buy a new car, 24 people. And that is a victory. 3-0, Two Tones.
You know, bitch. I ain't Brian.
He said one thing.
I ain't Brian.
The number 6 answer was invest your money. The number 7 answer was buy drugs. And the number 8 one is to tell your boss to fuck off. One person said.
Tell your boss to fuck off.
Is that you?
No, it was not me.
Are you the one?
I will wait till that money was in my account before I did that.
You probably eat his ass too.
That was Bruce Trivia, and Two Tones is dominating since we started season 3.
I ain't Brian.
You can see that I obviously don't care anymore. I won 2 seasons worth. And
I'd stop caring too if I kept losing.
I'm only been on season 2, so you only won 1 season.
Nah, 2 seasons.
It's my flannel.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
So this beer is good.
You don't even know. You didn't even say anything.
I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to because we were doing trivia. Definitely thin.
It is thin, but I wouldn't say it was not a stout. I wouldn't call this porter level.
No, I would say porter.
You would say porter?
I would think porter.
I would think porter because porters are thinner. And so I would label this as a porter. And this is a pretty good porter. It's not a good stout. It's a good porter.
I'm sorry to say that Jeremy List qualifies this. He made it. It's called a stout. So if you're going to put this on beer recommendations, it must be in the stout or the...
What's the difference?
Jeremy could be wrong, dude. Okay?
What's
Jeremy
the difference
could be
between
wrong.
stout and
Bring. Well, let me answer that real quick. Hey, Jeremy. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll let him know.
Oh, it's a stout.
You're fucking wrong.
Jeremy would never say that. He's a saint.
That might be true.
A
But
saint of Texas.
Saint Texas.
everything's bigger in Texas.
Saint Sherman.
I almost said it. Y'all almost made me say it.
So, just to clear the air, what do you think of this beer there, Honer?
It's a good porter. I would say it's a...
Tell me about it. What do you smell? What do you taste?
I taste a lot of coffee in this.
That's a stout.
That's porter as well.
That's a stout.
The coffee beans. That's what I taste. And I taste chocolate. I taste the vanilla a little bit.
You taste that coconut?
The coconut, I smell it. The coconut mixes with that. It tastes like a coffee bean. It mixes with the coffee bean.
That's a stout.
Porters are the same.
The only main difference many brewers still agree on is the kind of malt that should be used to brew each type of beer. Porters use malted barley, and stouts are primarily made of unmalted roasted barley, which is where the coffee flavor. I think you're right.
So porters.
It says porters. I thought it said porters, and then there was a different sentence.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
right.
I know what I'm drinking. I've been on this show for 3 fucking years. Where have you been?
3 years.
Where have you been?
You had 3
2
seasons.
weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 seasons.
2 weeks ago.
3 seasons. And
That's
1.5
3 years.
years.
1.5 years. That's true. I was thinking of 3 years. Fuck you.
I know you were. I know what show I'm on.
Well,
Where am I?
we heard Phil. No rating just yet. Honer. What do you smell? What do you taste, Two-Tone?
He smells what the Rock
I
is cooking.
smell the sweet coconut rum spice cinnamon. I read the Tavor or the Untapped.
Yeah, nah, dog. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. Porter, nah. It's a good porter. I'll say that. It's not a good stout. It's a good porter. Like I've been saying, and that's what I'm going to stick with. I'll label this as a porter.
I like it. Very drinkable.
I know he said you can drink 3 of these or whatever, but it's because it's so thin, and what's so thin is porter style. And thickness is where you get the stout. But
Just remember, we are beer lovers, not experts.
I have thoughts and opinions, and that's my opinion.
It does, like you said, porter. I agree with you. Porters are thinner like this, so it does remind me of a porter.
So maybe it's borderline porter stout. It's a nice.
But the brewmeister said it was a stout, so we have to consider it a stout.
So if he's saying it's a stout, then we have to consider that the taste and flavor, everything is like borderline porter, and it's just low enough to that line that it's stout, and it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy like a stout should be, and I think that's what makes it a stout. Is it's heavier than a porter
It's
should
a
be.
little heavier than a porter.
Yeah.
Bottom.
So if it's a stout,
It's as low as it can be without being a porter.
and he's saying it's a stout, I will say that it's a pretty good stout if that's what you're going with, because it's borderline porter, but porters are not my thing. It's close to it. It's walking that line, and it's good for what it is. If you say it's a stout, I'll believe you. It's a stout. But
It's growing on me. At first, I thought it was just okay, and now it's above average. The more I drink it, it definitely doesn't have that. Usually, when I have a stout, it's either really good or it tastes like motor oil. Definitely doesn't have the motor oil. Can we all agree on that? It doesn't have that like thick slog
it's
in your
not
mouth.
thick. Yeah, that's what he wanted. A drinkable stout.
yeah,
I taste the cinnamon. I taste the chocolate.
I could definitely
the
have more than
nutmeg.
one of these.
It's pretty good. I can drink it. What's just packing in? What is your rating there, Honer?
3.5.
Respectable. Very good. This is a little bit less. I had it as a 3 for a little while.
I saw that.
And as I kept drinking it, I bumped it. It's 3.25. It's good. It's clean. It's crisp. You can have multiple of them, which is why I bumped it. I feel like if it was thicker version of this, it would just be a straight 3. But because I can drink multiple of these and not get filled up, 3.25.
It's official. I checked it in. You're gonna hate me. 4.25.
No way.
I expect your opinion.
I don't.
4.25. I like it.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm not so much a sour guy, so it's hard for sours to beat stouts for me.
Same.
I don't know, it's just something about it. I like it.
So
It's
you
really
like stouts,
drinkable.
porters better than sours and lagers and
Yes.
shit. Okay.
I'm a reds and brown kind of guy. I like stouts and porters. Sours are good, but I didn't like sours until like 3 months ago. So eventually maybe sours will surpass that, but I'm a reds, browns, sour, or porters and stouts.
Also a bitch.
And then domestic, obviously.
So thank you guys for listening.
Yes, everybody. Thank you, Jeremy and Natalie from 903
Yes.
Brewings.
Awesome beers all the way around. No matter what you look at the ratings are, they've all been high ratings.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for everyone. We've had 5 beers today. It's last call. What beer are you finishing your night with? All right. I'll lead it off, giving my 2 co-hosts a little bit extra time to figure out what they're going to do. I, with no shame, will pick my 5.0 banger as in the way I'm going to finish my night. The Triple Berry Slushy from 903 Brewers is going to be my beer of the end of the night.
Nah.
Hunter, what do you got?
I would say
You're gonna pick the same one I did.
The Painkiller.
Yes.
Was that the
Yes.
one? That was the orange one, right?
That
the
was
mimosa
the
one.
mimosa one.
Yeah, that one's
That
fucking
was
fire.
it.
We got
I told you.
Painkillers, Island Time.
That would be my last.
That was
call.
my last call.
Yeah.
Man, you're a fucking great guy.
No, you're great. No, you're
Overall, all the beers were above board. Thank you, everybody. Why don't we?
Yes. Socials now. Hunter,
Yeah.
what do you got?
So I have Honer Creations on Facebook and Instagram, dumbass videos for dumbass people like me, and my personal is Twitter. It's PETOWNE.
Bandit.
On Twitter, I'm Beer Bandit Bruce. On Instagram, Untapped, I am Bruce the Beer Bandit.
Follow me on Twitter at the number 2tones87. That is it. Great show. Thank you for listening.
Before you sign off, though, I would like to plug our website, drunkwithbuds.weebly.com. Please hit up our beer suggestions. If you want us to try a beer, we can try to get it. And look at our past and future beers.
We do have great shows coming up. We got a couple breweries. We got a couple special guests.
That's correct.
We got a lot planned.
That's right,
Thank
Jeremy.
you for some of these beers. 903 altogether is a fucking fantastic.
I don't think I had.
And some of the free swag. We got a couple T-shirts, if you remember.
Have I ever had a 903 beer
You have not until today.
till today?
And you had 5.
And they've all been fantastic. Though.
Yeah.
They've all been fours and 3.75s or bigger. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and visit our store. You can use the tab on the drunkwithweebly.com store, or you can just go to teespring.com/drunkwithbuds.com to order some merch. We have some new designs up. Color for Hops is one of our biggest sellers right now, offered in leggings and a mask.
they do look really good. They're like
And a t-shirt.
They're a bunch of hops. They're
Neon
placed
colored.
together, but they have like a stained glass look to them. They're really eye catching. They're really good.
You can check those out up on our Facebook and our Twitter and our shop. Go ahead and check those out.
Stay tuned for giveaways. I'm sure we'll do a little bit more giveaways and listen, answer questions, stay posted,
Stay sexy.
and stay sexy.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
Why don't you play some music out?
I will.
We'll hear you
This
next
is
week.
Beethoven for Elise Clutch Remix.
These beers are so good today, don't you agree? Painkiller and chupacabra. Banana, triple berry. I don't remember your mind.
That was a good end, actually.
The song Sweep the Leg was written and played by the band No More Kings.